It is finally time for the playoffs. After being out for a whole month, we go to the B division, and it is our 2 versus 3 matchup, Reapers against Rshl. Welcome to the Rshl channel, Daniel Wilson here. Well, apologies for the long break. We've had a week off for NHL playoffs. We had a week for Memorial Day, but now we're finally here. We did already have our wildcard matchups, and B division already maybe looking like it's going to go upside down as the Tropical Depression had won the wildcard game over the Street Force and are facing the Ambronis. But we're focusing on the other matchup. Reapers, they had first place for quite a while, but because of the Zambronis' rush through the second half, they had lost the tiebreaker just by 2 goals and now have to face the number 3 seed Rshl, which just had an average season. Nothing really standing out all that much. But we'll see if they can have something to prove me wrong. We'll go to the breakdown. We'll start with the Reapers, and I am going to go for the goaltender, which they're going to bring in Ryan Weaver. It's usually the position for Stan Gilliland, but unfortunately he is out with an injury. So because of that, they have to call in a backup. So it will really all depend on them, as goaltending really hasn't been that kind to them this season. For the Rshl, we're going to go with Garrett Riley. It's been more on the playmaker side with 5 assists, coming in with 7 points. The team has been spreading out their goals pretty well, but the most notable ones are David Lane and Chris Lunds. Both of them in the lineup today. They will have Todd Bascom in the net today. So we will see if they can hold up on their defensive side, as that's been the key issue for them, is that it's been inconsistent this season. If there's a time for it to really show up, it is now. So it is time to go to the ball drop, and it is next.
Every year, just one. Every day.
Officials for this game: Kevin Frost, Greg Perlanti, and Keith LeGros. 3 officials for this B division game. There it is. They're just waiting for both teams to set up their starting formation. Underway in this semi-game, Reapers and Rshl. All the way back down to the Reapers. Already gives across the zone.
That's not high. Get out of here.
The Rshl thought that Reich committed a high stick, but he made sure that that was shoulder level. So I'm definitely not complaining about that, as it'll go back to Justison up to Lewis, who will just clear it back down. Ryan Hooks will take a long distance shot and easily gloved down by Ryan Weaver. Off the boards and turned it over. Here they come the other way. Reich Hill tried to set up one, but couldn't quite handle it. Back it goes. To Reich. Here's a shot going wide of the net. That was from Greg Shepard. Tries to center up one more time. Centers. Can't get it through as it's blocked by Sheridan. Ryan Reich will just dump it the other way. Michael Mugman will just drop it off. And he'll pass it off to Greg Shepard, looking at a triple team, and he'll just dump it the other side as he does not have any support. Schroeder looking for some help, easily knocked down, and a shot was blocked coming from Chris Lunds. Here's a wide angle shot off the back of the net. Lunds Trying to keep the offensive play alive. Back around it goes. Here's a shot, glove down by Weaver. And Weaver is going to decide to cover that one up. The original shot from Rob Sedeby. False start, we will do it again.
Zach, you gotta get up there, Todd. You gotta get up there quick.
Won by the ice hole shot was blocked, coming from Chris Lons. Zach Smith will just clear it back down the floor and will just go wide of the net. Rob Sedeby plays it off the back of his own net, but recovers it and will play it around to Brian Hooks. Turned it over to Schroeder. Drop pass to Smith. Schroeder again tries to go up to Michael St. Louis, but it's blocked. Jeremy Ritter tries to feed it through, blocked. Lons.
Take the center, Zach. Take the center.
Well, head across. There's a wrist shot going wide of the net as the ice holes are in the middle of a change. They've been making their change pretty frequently, and now the Reapers will get a change of their own. Brian Hooks around the boards, up to Greg Shepard, back to Brian Hooks on the other side. Tries to go up to Shepard again. Overshot him a little bit, but they do get it across the line. Eric Justison turned it over. Here they come. Wrist shot just a little wide. Back to the half-end boards and cleared down by Mel Lewis as the ice holes reset. So far, it's just been back and forth. Not much on shooting so far in the first 3.5 minutes of this game. Schroeder around for Eric Justison. Tries to pass it up, but got blocked by Adam Sedeby. Mel Lewis crosses over to Ryan Reich, looking at a triple team. He does have some help, goes right to Mel Lewis from the circle. Takes the shot going wide. John Ireland from the left boards. He'll circle around for a shot, blocked. And here they come 2-on-2. And a good block by Justison, but recovered by Rob Sedeby, who will dump it to the left corner, and Dill will get another change. And Dill push it back across the line as the ice holes complete their change. And Chris Lons will try again on the offense. Tries to dump it in, blocked by Reich. Rob Sedeby will just dump it around. Eric Justison. Oh, whiffed the pass. Big trouble by the net as Lons tries to take advantage of the turnover. Pops loose, and it is over to Reich. And the Reapers survive that turnover. Sheridan will play it around to Mel Lewis. That ball just rolled off the stick of Justison, but luckily no harm, no foul. Hooks left to Lons. Taps one over and couldn't quite handle it, so he'll go over to Garrett Riley. Goes through the crease and covered up by Ryan Weaver. I needed to correct myself earlier. That's Todd Bascom on the other side. Oddly, he's not on the score sheet, or the stat sheet rather, as that ball goes out of play. They've had 2 goaltenders on their roster. They had Ryan Weaver help them out a couple of times, but Ryan Weaver is mainly in net for the Reapers because Stan Gilliland is currently out of commission, and a great save by Weaver once again. So with Gilliland out of commission, they've had to call up Ryan Weaver to help them out. Here's another slap shot. That one partially blocked. Around it goes to Greg Shepard, and that's why I called Michael Mugnon earlier. He is one of their goaltenders, but here they come the other way. Shot saved by Bascom. Turned it over to Michael St. Louis, kicked away by Shepard. Back to Brian Hooks behind his own net. Ice holes one more time. Looking at Ritter, goes left to Lons. Lons with a slap shot, score! Chris Lons scores number 1 of the game. for the Ice Holes, and the underdogs take the early lead. Won by the Reapers, and that's slapped away. Shepard. Up to, well, he intended that one for CJ Barone. But he will recover, will circle back. Turned it over to Mel Lewis. Lewis from the circle, shot, saved by Bascom. Second chance, another save. And is it in? They say yes, the Reapers score, but Barone is disputing it. I saw the goal call from Keith LeGros. They may talk about this one. We will see if this one is going to stand. And now they wave it off. So now the call is no goal. We'll have to get the explanation from Keith a little later. But for now, the score remains 1-0, and that almost changed just now as Bascom had to fight one off. Down the floor it goes with 6 minutes remaining in the first period. Reichel will pass it around. Back to Hooks. Hooks lines up, shot blocked by Reich. Back to Hooks one more time. They'll push it over to the corner to Adam Sedevy. Sedevy with a wrist shot, and that was blocked. Stepping on it. Try to see who that is, but Weaver does make the cover. So it was stepped on by Schroeder.
Fucking ball rolls right over the line.
Well, the Reapers clearly not happy about the no-go call. We'll have to get the explanation. But for now, shot going wide of the net. Justison tries to get it away, but a shot just going high of the net. Back it goes, and St. Louis gets it back out. Brian Hooks. We'll send it back around. Garrett Riley will push it back. And the Reapers reset. We'll have to try to refocus. Tried to pass, that was blocked. Second chance, turned it over. And a shot saved by Weaver, and he will hold on. Won by the Ice Holes. Backhand shot from Hooks, that's blocked. And they will clear it out. No icing is called, so they'll have to play it. Bascom over to Shepard. Shepard up to Mons. He'll try a shot that's blocked.
Board. No.
Looking is Rush Schroeder. Passes up to Ritter. Will drop it over to Zach Smith. Cross it over to Michael St. Louis. He's got a chance if he can hurry. He'll rush it in. Shot just wide. Shepard from his own corner. Looked like St. Louis had plenty of room to work with, but here comes Barone the other way. Barone with a wrist shot, saved by Weaver. He'll hold on.
Keep him quick.
It's 3 inches left.
Sorry. I was trying to get one of these.
Won by the Ice Hole. Shot from Adam Sedevy was blocked. Here he is. Ryan Reich the other way, looking at Shepard. Trying to reverse, can't shake him off. Decides to go back to Sheridan. Low roller, stopped by Bascom. John Ireland from the left circle. Trying to fight off, trying to see who that is. They'll go up to Reich, who was trying to shake off Rob Sedevy. And now Adam Sedevy will clear it up. As Schroeder have to look out for Rshl, who's right on top of him, as he will put this one out of play. And this is coming back to the Reaper zone with 2:25 remaining. And won by the Reapers. Long distance shot going high from Schroeder, and Bascom will just take the face off. Won by the Reapers, and a shot going high from Reich. Wrap around, score! No! Again, a goal waved off! Again by Keith LeGros. We'll have to get the explanation on that one. Another one tonight. And Keith LeGros is going to come over to Kevin Frost and give the explanation as to why he gave the no-go call. I'm not quite sure why he waved it off. It looked like a routine wraparound. And now Kevin Frost has to talk with Zach's or Rush Schroeder as to explain as to why they gave that call, and hopefully we'll have the explanation passed on to us as soon as possible. And in the meantime, the bench also going after the third official, Greg Berlanti, and there's no question they're very frustrated as to what has been going on in this first period. There's no doubt that they are frustrated.
Then it should be the way you gain on him, and it should be a 2-minute.
He said he didn't see who knocked the net off. But the face-off done.
Right off the face-off, it's only one person.
But for now, shot, and now this one will count. Finally, it took 3 tries and the Reapers finally get one on the board, and this one will count. This time, they get on the board, but I'm not quite sure if that's closure to them. We'll have to see as this game goes along with 35 seconds remaining in the first period. And a dump in blocked by Hooks. Hooks again goes up to Adam Barlow off the boards. Drop pass to Lons. He'll go right. A wide open man. Shot from Garrett Riley. Saved by Weaver. Still loose in the slot. And pops out to Michael St. Louis. They got time for one chance if they can hurry. As Ritter can't quite hold on to it. They're just fighting for possession at the line. They'll dump it in. And a whistle. I'm not quite sure why that stayed in play, but the clock expires either way. Man, what a first period. Reapers thought they should be leading 3-1, but instead we're going to the first intermission 1-1. We'll try to get the explanation after the break. So while they are setting up for this second period, I gotta give the explanation as to why the first 2 goals were called no goal. The first one was explained to me by official Keith LeGros that he did that it went between the post and the foot of the goaltender, but he did not actually see it cross the line. We'll have the video to review that. But of course, if the ref can't see it cross the line, then he can't call it himself. And the reason why the second goal is called no goal is because the net was off the moorings. So we go back underway in the second period, and the Reapers are going to try to stay focused and just try to move on from it, but we'll see if they can. 3-on-3 the other way. Ritter going right to Zach Smith. He'll try a wrist shot into the opposite corner. And right between St. Louis and Rob Sedeby will pop out to the other side. Zach Smith take control for the Reapers. He'll center for Ritter, getting double teamed. Knocked loose of the ball, and Garrett Riley will dump it out. Will be chasing it along with Sheridan. Sheridan wins that race, and now we'll play it around the boards over to Zach Smith near the center line. Michael St. Louis will drop it to Ritter. Zach Smith drives center, intended that for St. Louis. Pops loose back to Eric Justison, just coming off the change. Ritter with a shot just wide of Bascom. And the Ice Holes play it off their own back end and will just try to loft it out. And this will be an icing. But as for that, the first no-goal call, yeah, he didn't see it, and he says that ISOL player CJ Barone picked it up and gave it to him, so therefore he could not see himself if that ball had actually crossed the line. That was his explanation to me.
Back up, Eric.
The ISOLs, oh, that's going to be offside if they can get him back, and now they'll push it back across the line, and the Reapers push it right back to them. Bascom drops off for Brian Hooks. Getting tied up with the number 15, David Lane. Here's a wrist shot blocked by Hooks. And, oh, I saw that. A high stick on Ryan Reich, but play continues. And the refs did not see that. He took something up high. But a turnover. Here comes John Ireland. David Lane gets pushed into the boards, and a penalty is coming up, and Reich goes down. We may have two penalties here, as Reich is shaken up. I believe he is going to get a penalty for interfering, but I believe that, yes, Layton's also going to get one. So we are going to go 4-on-4. So we got two for checking into the boards and 2 for elbowing, which is a rare penalty here. Well, I can tell you that Ryan Reich's had a rough period.
Hey, Russ.
As they'll cross over to Adam Sedeby. Sedeby one more time in the slot. Backhand save by Weaver. As Mel Lewis will take control the other way, we'll loft it up and we'll push it over to Bascom. Go Clark. Sedeby going left to Barone. Tries the center, no one available. Eric Justison will play around, intended that one. It looked like for Sheridan, but instead Mel Lewis getting tied up. Reichel with control. Greg Shepard centers for Barone. Can't handle it. Attempted clear, fails.
Come on, guys.
Shepard centers for Lons. Wrist shot, glove save by Weaver. And going on the aggressive route, I believe was Sheridan. Back to Shepard.
4-on-4.
Shepard going low. He scores! Weaver got screened on the play. This is going to go to Reichel. That was a low roller that, if this was a normal circumstance, if this was a normal circumstance, Weaver would have easily saved that one, but he got screened on that play, and the Ice Holes take a 2-1 lead.
Work hard, guys. Work.
35 seconds remaining on the penalty. Shot just going wide of Weaver. Schroeder up to Smith, and that went off a bit too hard for him. Back it goes to Smith. Turn it over.
Nice, Brian.
Lons back to Shepard. Goes up to Barlow. He could not handle it. Back it goes. As he will take a look. And we'll dump it to the opposite corner. 5 seconds remaining on both penalties. Both teams get their 5th man back. Shepard will cross. Garrett Riley getting cut off by Michael St. Louis, but does get it off to Barlow. Barlow drops off. Rob Sedevy goes left over to Greg Shepard at the left point. Looking at Jeremy Ritter. Now will drop it off. Turnaround shot going wide into the corner as that was blocked. Back it goes.
Someone's got to get there.
From the center point. Shot score! Adam Barlow from the center line. And the Ice Holes now have a 3-1 lead.
Hey, let's keep the line. Keep the line.
That was just a perfectly placed slap shot. Just caught one, if not 2 parts of the frame. Back it goes to the Ice Holes, and Brian Hooks will play it up to Adam Sedevy, but pushed back to Brian Hooks, so we'll cross over to Reichel. Turn around for David Lane, trying to get away from Reich. Reich recovers and now starts the offensive attack, but he's getting triple teamed, taking a bump. Just trying to fight his way through, but he was not going to make it to the net. As Reichel tries to clear, and a shot, I believe, was blocked by Brian Hooks, and back the other way, Schroeder and Lane. Lane will get their first. Centers up. Shot is high. Another chance off the side of the net. Justin turned it over, and David Lane could not capitalize on that turnover. Reichel from the point. Wrist shot blocked. Bouncing in the slot, and it goes wide on the rebound. Another shot from a wide angle, and covered up by Weaver.
Let me battle.
One by the Ice Holes. Lons deacon through. He scored! Chris Lons makes it 4-1 off the wrist shot. His second of the game. And remember, B Division, if they get 3 goals, they are done for the rest of the game, but they can still score assists. As Eric Justin tried to go up to Zach Smith, overshot him. Good play by Michael St. Louis. They push across the line and wait for everybody to tag up. Ritter will just drop it back to Justison. 6:25 remaining in the second period, and right now the Reapers just trying to regain control of the helm as that long distance shot will be placed into the left corner. One by Ritter, trying to get away from Sedevy. That's Rob Sedevy, and he'll take it back behind his net. Backhands it up and goes to Chris Lons. Has 2 for the game. Stretches it up for Adam Barlow. He's got 1, but can't quite handle it. Interrupted by Sheridan. Justison tries to go for Michael St. Louis. Turned it over to Garrett Riley. One-timer wide of the net from Chris Lons. And around it goes. The Reapers will get control as the Ice Holes will make a change. We'll go left to Michael St. Louis. It gets cut off by Barone. And Rob Sedevy will play it up. Intended for Garrett Riley. Here's a chance saved by Bascom off the one-timer shot from Zach Smith. As Greg Shepard will just loft it up. Will it reach Weaver? No, it won't. It's an icing.
Good luck, though.
Won by the Reapers. If they can hold on, backhand is blocked by Rshl. Off the boards, going for Reich. Tries to get around two defensemen. Tries to keep it alive, goes back. Shot going high from Lewis. And diving across his Bascom to get the face off. Won by the Reapers. Quick shot is blocked coming from Mel Lewis. He'll try again with a backhand going wide. Rshl tried to cover, is cut off by Reich. Shot from Sheridan, stick save by Bascom. Ryan Reich circling around, intercepted by David Lane. Rshl 2-on-1. Adam Sedevy. Size on a shot and a save by Weaver, covered up. With 3:50 remaining in the second. Toss up will go to the ice holes and nearly had an open chance for Chris Lons. Lons goes across to Brian Hooks, settles in, tries to look for a tip, none available. Ryan Reich trying to shake off one forechecker, decides to go behind his own net. Approaching the 3-minute mark of the second period. And now we'll let it go for Eric Justison. Mel Lewis centers for John Ireland. Getting chased down by Garrett Riley. Riley wins that battle, will send it out. Schroeder. He's waiting for everybody to get on side. Now he'll take the shot. An outfield catch by Bascom. Rushing in was Mel Lewis. Here's a chance for Ritter. That got blocked and it hits the ceiling. This should stay inside the ice hole zone.
I need like a summer to stick. Eric, you want one? No? Sorry about that, John. You're open. I just don't know if like when you moved in, you weren't.
And toss up, still looking to see who's got clear control. So the Reapers with a shot, going wide. St. Louis trying to settle the ball down, has to give it up, and goes to Schroeder. Centers for Smith. Back to Schroeder again. He'll try a shot. Bouncer was blocked.
Come on, Michael. Michael, work back there.
Attempted clear, fails, but they do gain control. Lons waits at the point, now goes right to Riley. Open chance, and a blocker save by Weaver. Back to the line, kept in by Shepard. Trying to shake off one defenseman. Eric Justison centers and gave it up to Zach Smith, but regained by David Lane. Rob Sedevy gives it back. He has to fight off Michael St. Louis. Centers up. He wasn't ready for that. And now goes back to the point to Greg Shepard. Shepard thinks about it, tried a slap pass, but it went off the defender. And we got trouble by the net, and we're going to have penalties assessed to both sides.
How you feel? Where's the ball? All right. 4-on-4.
So two roughing calls on each side, and we'll play 4-on-4 once again. As a shot going to the stick of Bascom. Attempt to clear fails. Kept in by Justison.
Next step in distance.
Brian Hooks behind his own net looking at Jeremy Ritter. Now play around to CJ Barone.
Ritter, you gotta get there.
Barone will play it across and now over to himself, trying to beat out Sheridan in the right corner. Does. Looking for some, goes back to a hook. Slap shot blocked by Jeremy Ritter.
Great stick, Zach.
Out it goes. And Rshl will just push it back and
Hold it!
get everybody to tag back up.
On net.
They make one change.
On net.
Shot by Smith, glove down by Bascom. And we should have time for one more face-off.
Make him drop it. Make him drop it.
Point.
One by Reich. Back to Dustin. If he can hurry, he's got to get the shot off now. He's not going to get it on net. That will do it for the second period. Well, things came off the rails in the first half of this period. And now the Reapers really have to fix things up. Down by 3 after 2. We get ready for the third period. The Reapers, until the last game, had first place, but got sent to the second seed because the Zambronis, who we never thought would be in first place, just beat them out on the tiebreaker based on number of goals scored. They had the same number of points. They had a win and a loss against each other, but the Zambronis just beat them out by 2 on the final tiebreaker. Here's a shot, and that's blocked with 37 seconds remaining on the matching penalties. CJ Barone the other way.
Watch the middle, watch the middle.
Let's look for Eric Justison. Centers up, and a save on a tip from Adam Sedemy. Just no time to react for Ryan Weaver. That did not matter.
So, guys, I'll go in for one of you forwards.
I'll go out.
And I gotta at least wait till they drop it, right? Keep enough time, right?
Won by the ice hole. Shot from Hooks is blocked. Second chance goes high. The penalties are over. Back to full strength for both teams. Taps back to Rshl. Sends it back to the corner to Chris Lawrence. Has 2 for the game. Back to Brian Hooks at the point. Wrist shot and a block by Reich. He usually opts for the slap shot, but here's a partial 3-on-1. Draw pass, 3-on-2. Shot from Reich goes high. Goes over to Mel Lewis behind the goal line. Try to feed back to Ryan Reich. Got interrupted. Reich trying to hold on for control. Just fighting it out with Chris Lons. We'll feed it up off the glove, but it does get it out of the zone for the ice holes. Reapers tag back up, and Reich going down. He was looking for a call. He's not getting one, but we got a penalty coming up, and it's going against the Reapers, as called for from Greg Parlanti, and it is a slashing call.
I'll go. Just gotta do a center D.
Yeah, Reich wanted to call after getting bumped, but the second act is what the refs saw. So the ice holes will go on the power play. The Reapers win control, and right now you may want to think about if they're going to start attacking, being down by 3. There's still plenty of time. It is doable. And tries to tap it forward, but nobody available. And Schroeder just knocks it out of the zone. Bascom will drop it off to Shepard. Shepard will play right. We'll get a return to David Lane. Left corner, looking at Eric Justison. Now finds Greg Shepard back at the left point. Backtracks a bit. Return to lane, and now another whistle. What do we got this time?
I yelled it 3 times. No, same man.
And I haven't quite caught what the call was, but I think it has something to do with the crease if they're sending the ice holes out of the offensive zone. This has been a crazy game just based on officiating.
Officiating's fantastic.
As the Reapers try to get something going here. Lane with a shot, sliding save! And then you can see the ice holes started celebrating, but Ryan Weaver says, that ain't gonna happen. Back to Shepard, shot is blocked.
Get in there, Rush.
Michael, same thing. Get me out of the box here. All right.
As Smith will play up to, well, it was going to be Jeremy Ritter, but a close-up chance stopped by Weaver. And this should kill down the rest of the penalty.
Actually, hold on, Michael, hold on. Just wait. Don't come right away.
So the penalty has expired, and Mike is out of the box. And he'll decide to go out himself. As Ritter will take it himself on the left. Heard the call from Reich, did not heed it. Now he'll go for a backhand shot, saved by Bascom. Still loose ball. Could not get a rebound chance. Lons will play it off the boards and back to Schroeder. Going left, intercepted. Chance for the ice holes. From the circle, he scores! Garrett Riley off the turnover, and the ice holes now have a 5-1 lead. Riley has not been one that usually scores goals this season, only his 3rd in the spring. As Reich will go right, slap shot is blocked and into the ceiling. This is going to go deep into the ice hole zone. And now the pressure has really ramped up against the Reapers. Going into this game, David Lane was the only ice hole player who went double digits in points, but now Chris Lons joins him in that club. Back it goes. Sheridan feeds it up to Reich. Really got to throw on the Jets here to have any hope of coming back in this game. Mel Lewis back to Eric Justison. Lofts it and glove down. Had a chance for a breakaway, but they are offside. And threw a shot on net after the whistle. And Weaver giving him the look. That's one of the unwritten rules of hockey. You don't shoot at the net after the whistle. Won by the ice holes as Reich will steal it away, but try to do a little too much and turns it over. Here's Barone the other way. He takes the stick from Mel Lewis. Back it goes to Shepard. Shepard will dump it into the opposite corner. Adam Sedevy going down and turns it over. John Ireland and Ryan Reich the other way. As David Lane on his tail now drop pass to Mel Lewis. The back check is right on top of them, and here they come again. Tries to drop for CJ Barone, and he'll miss that one wide. David Lane in the right corner, halfway through the 3rd period. And the Ice Holes just have a firm hold in this game right now. Behind the net again. is cut off by David Lane. Schroeder trying to get the offense kick-started. Does try to feed it over to Zach Smith, overshot him. Greg Shepard into the left corner. Barone tries for a blind angle shot, blocked. Around it goes. Try to go for Garrett Riley, intercepted by Ireland. Brian Reich facing three defenders, has Zach Smith as a forward. He'll take the shot, saved by Bascom. It's been a while since you've seen one on net. As Smith takes a look, trying to find Ryan Reich, does. Centers for St. Louis, scores! Michael St. Louis! Finally gets one on the board for the Reapers, and there's that lead to 3.
Let's go.
Thank you, sir. Won by the Reapers. At least some glimmer of hope for them. Back to St. Louis.
Another one, Michael. On net, baby, on net.
First of the season for Michael St. Louis. A descendant of David St. Louis, who we've seen many times in the A division.
Hey, Jeremy, over here.
Chris Lons will feed it around. Garrett Riley.
Zach.
Centers, look for a tip. Stopped by Weaver. Didn't quite know it was there. But Zach Smith
Michael, step two.
will try to feed it up. No one available. Back up to Chris Lons. Tries to tip it over. He scores! Just a perfect feed on the opposite side. Weaver took the bait, and it is Garrett Riley once again.
0-0-9-21.
So now, Reapers now have to score at a pace of 1 goal per minute.
Coming in.
Otherwise, we may be looking at the number 2 seed out early. And a shot from St. Louis scores! Michael St. Louis, number 2. He had no goals coming into the game, and already has 2 now.
Coming. Angle, shoot him angle.
Well, let's not count the Reapers out yet. Ryan Reich already starting to go on the attack. Here is Jeremy Ritter. Tries center for him. St. Louis looking for the trick. Back the other way for CJ Barone. Goes right. Adam Sedeby, pardon me.
Carry.
Jeremy Ritter.
On net.
Ritter thinks about it. Shot going wide. Back to Reich.
Oh. Hey.
And the Reapers wanted a call, and they are not going to give one. Michael St. Louis. Well, the Reapers have not been getting the calls their way today. As Reich trying to recover the play, they gave it up to Adam Sedeby. 2:50 remaining. The difference is 3, so we are on a stop clock. Trying to get the change carefully. They do get it legally. As Schroeder feeds up over to Reich, he's looking for a call. He still doesn't have one provided. Schroeder up to Ireland. Tries to drop pass, and it was a blind one, gave it away. Back to their own end zone. Schroeder just looking, and now they really got to pick up the pace. Turned it over again. Lons going right. Riley with a slap shot, blocked. Ireland trying to get something going. And they got to get something quickly. Less than 2 remaining in regulation. Slapped by Brian Hooks and collided with John Ireland. Ireland retrieves it, but tries to push it back over to Schroeder. Schroeder, as Reich is pinned up by Greg Shepard.
There's the hole.
And now we got a whistle, and they will call it this time. Interference is the call. And this will be called against Greg Shepard, and yeah, I think this was an easy call to make. So at least something to try to give the Reaper some hope here. And the Reapers will call their timeout. So this is a tough task for them. They get the advantage on the power play at least for the remainder of the period, but they should not need to make this the case because they have to score 3.
Yeah, we need to get that hat here.
So I would expect that they're going to get Weaver out of the net to get the 2-man advantage. We'll see if they decide to do that. It's a long shot, but it is still possible.
You want to push more offense up, or you want to have some here? 2 numbers. Get your 5. Get your 5 and your extra.
Now, the C Division final has already been set, and it's going to be a rivalry matchup, Money Shots and Labatt Blues. Labatt has had 1 Carolina Cup. The Money Shots looking for their first. So the winner of this matchup will face either Zambronis or Tropical Depression, who pulled up a upset over the Street Force in their wild card game. And the A Division is going to be a little different. It's going to be a 3-game series, won by the Reapers. Wrist shot just going wide, and yes, they have indeed pulled Ryan Weaver, so a 2-man advantage. But that may not matter if that hits the net.
Set it up. Angles.
Sheridan trying to get something going here. They got to act quickly. Left to Ryan Reich. Ritter back to Smith. Turned it over, but recovered. Shot on the post. No goal. Well, not only have the calls not been going over their way, the frame has not been going their way either.
On net. One more.
Sheridan over to shot score! Jeremy Ritter will now put the Nets into 2, but 43 seconds left. Can they get them both? Weaver is still out of the net. They have the extra attacker on. Won by the Reapers. They got to act quickly. Michael St. Louis centers for Ritter. Back it goes. Zach Smith shot blocked. Trying to get it out of the zone. It's out of the zone. And they have to push it out. As the Reapers reset it and get it out. Yeah, everybody fighting for it. As Reich is still trying to draw a call, and the refs are still not giving it to him. Michael St. Louis from the right circle, right corner.
Doesn't matter if they score. Doesn't matter.
Goes back. Sheridan with a shot going wide, tries to go for a rebound. Not available, 10 seconds left. Saved by Bascom and holds on. 9 seconds left. Is it even possible? Well, it looks like it's actually going to be game over here because the clock had not started on that previous play. If it wasn't for that, the time would have ran out. Yet the clock did not start at the beginning of the play, and the clock would have ran out. So the Ice Holes get the win, and we'll move on to face either Zambronis or Tropical Depression.
I think the referee was on target.
We'll see how the Reapers feel about that. After having so much success, it all comes to an end here, and they'll have to take it over to the summer season. We'll be back with a wrap-up.
Thanks, guys.
Controversy came in the first period with 2 no-goal calls against the Reapers. And of course, they're going to be looking back at that and, well, they might have a beef. We'll see how that goes, but that's not going to change the outcome of what happened today. It was really just a big offensive rush in the second period that really just opened the floodgates. Chris Lons comes out with 2 goals to his credit, but on the bright side for the Reapers, Michael St. Louis finally gets on the score sheet in the goal column, scoring 2 of his own after having none to his credit. So we do know that we'll have the number 3 seed. Who they're going to face is going to be determined very soon. But for now, this is Daniel Wilson. We'll see you next time around. If you enjoyed this game, be sure to check out the other games here on our YouTube channel at Raleigh Street Hockey. Also be sure to check out our sponsors at allblackhockeysticks.com. You can get an all-black stick for just under $100. Not a bad deal. Also be sure to check out our other sponsor, Hagen Hockey, which has some great hockey equipment for you. In order to get free shipping, just use the promo code Raleigh Street Hockey.